So we will inch our way out ever so fearfully from the water. It is so high up. Oh my goodness. Hey everybody, it's Moonbo here, and welcome back to another episode of Scrap Mechanic City. I am so inspired to make these Scrap Mechanic City modules that I feel like this entire weekend is going to be dedicated to this entire city module build. Now, if you've just tuned into this, I have been making a city in Scrap Mechanic, and it became so bogged down in FPS that I've decided to move on to module builds. And honestly, it has been so much more fun doing it this way, because now that I don't lag so badly, I can make things so much faster with a lot more detail. And the whole plan is to take these modules and then stick them on into the city. And so what you guys can do for me is put your suggestions in the comments for city modules, and I'll try and make as many as I can for the new city. Once the engine is all up and running, I have lots of faith that it will be a really good engine, and it's going to change the game forever. So with that said though, today I have got for you guys a huge swimming pool kind of plaza area. So let's hop out of this seat here and see what we got. So as you can see, it has a really cool slanted roof up there, which is where the actual pool floor is. Now here, obviously, I got a couple trees that I put into the Scrap Mechanic City Park a while ago. They're so useful in various forms, and I've seen them in quite a few videos on YouTube, actually. A lot of people really enjoyed those trees, and I love seeing them being used. Here we have a really nice big parking lot for the pool. You can see there's, what, 1, 2, 3, 4 spots here, and 3 more there. Now, talking about car spots, I'm going to give you guys a little hint. Tomorrow is going to be a very vehicle, car-based kind of showcase of Scrap Mechanic City, and I'm really looking forward to showing you guys what I got for you. So now, let's check out the pool room here. So, this is the front entrance. I tried to put as much detail and kind of like aesthetic as I could. So here would be kind of like just a sitting area that you could kind of wait around for. This is the front reception desk, so maybe if you had to register for something, or if you had some lost and found, you could get it from this desk right here. And over this way, there's 2 different directions that we can go, and I'm going to start by going over... actually, no, I'm going to start going up here, but before I go up there, I want to show you guys, this turned out really well. I ended up making like a trophy case here, and as you can see, there's 2 different sized trophies, as well as a bronze, silver, and gold Ducky awards. And this, I guess, would be a plaque of some sort, but I put it all behind a glass kind of trophy case here, as you can see, and it just looks absolutely fantastic, especially now that my glass is clear again. So, there's 2 different ways we can go. As you can see, though, there's a first aid kit hiding over there. Let's go up this way, actually. I'm really looking forward to showing you guys the view from up here. Now, this is just like a cork board with some advertisements or something on it there. But this is the view of the entire pool area. And I gotta say, I put as much time as I could into this build as far as the detail was concerned, and it turned out fabulous. I am so happy with it, and I put a lot of effort into trying to tie it all together. Now, before we get down there, though, of course, you have to you have to actually quickly go into the changing room, get changed into your bathing suit. So here you got some hooks all around the changing room, and a bunch of those green lockers that you can probably tag out with a key of some sort. And of course over here is just a duplicate, so I guess it would be like male, female changing rooms. And now here, this is really nice actually. This is a front balcony, so here you can see there's just an amazing view of the entire pool area. So what we have to do is just head this way, and then we got some stairs that lead you right down to the pool deck here. So I got a couple pools down here. You can see this one, I'll show you quickly, is the kind of the kid pool, or the shallow pool, or I guess you could call it the warm pool, because usually the water would be a little bit warmer as well. Just kind of like a tile design with a little duck here, of course. You got the little floating duck. And I tried to make these nice and smooth along the edges as well, just to have a nicer design to it. Now, going around, you can see there's all sorts of stuff here. Let's just keep going around in a circle before we get to the actual pool. So this would be just kind of like a railing area. You could probably hang your towels here. And there's also lounging as well, so that you can sit and relax if you're not swimming. And this is the kind of utility zone here. So you can see these are like some flutter boards or floating boards. I don't know. I'm sure there's a whole bunch of different names for these kind of things. As well as a life preserver here. And of course we have a couple life jackets as well as some parts and pieces for different equipment. And this here I made is a first aid stretcher, so you can actually grab this in case someone needs to be taken away by an ambulance. So I'm sure I'm gonna have to make a hospital eventually for the city. And this is just kind of like a little walking area along the edge here with another life ring there. So as you can see, I have a couple of holes in the water here, and the reason why is because I wanted to have a little bit of a diving challenge for kind of something to do in this world. But before I go up there, you can see this is just one of those lane swims here, so you could do your laps. You go back this way and then back down that way, swimming as fast as you can. Just something to add a little detail. I'm really happy with the way that the divider here turned out as well. So we got 2 diving boards though. Let's check out the tall diving board. This one is it's pretty simple. I added a little bit of kind of holes here so you can see a little bit more detail, but it's something that you have to jump up, so you can jump up a few times like this. And here we go. We're at the top of the diving board. So we will inch our way out ever so fearfully from the water. It is so high up. Oh my goodness. But as you can see, there's that second hole there. So what I did was, just for fun, I would try and jump off and land directly into the hole, and you can kind of simulate swimming your way back over to that ladder down there. So let's see if we can aim ourselves into that hole here. Oh, okay, I just nicked the edge there. So you know what? I give myself 8 points on that dive. But here we are underneath the water now, so you can actually imagine, you know, you're swimming around underwater. Of course, you got your little duck buddy there. Always got to have one in the water. And so you see we have the deep end as well as the shallow end here, which you have to actually crouch under. And that second hole here is so you can actually get yourself out of the water by using the ladder. So, I mean, really simple in design, but I had so much fun making it. Like, the detail that I put in really kept my mind stimulated because it was so much fun. Now, this slanted roof, I gotta say, if you see, there's one bearing right there, right? That's the only bearing connecting this entire slanted roof. So you can imagine that there is a pretty decent amount of weight on it. So I had it on controllers, I tried moving it, it took some effort, but finally I was able to get this entire slanted roof and put tons and tons of windows. The reason why I put so many windows was because I really wanted shadows on for this build, and as you can see, it just turned out amazing. All of the shadows that are being cast with all the light rays coming in as well, it really just ties it all together. I mean, honestly, I can smell the chlorine now just playing this game. But one more thing I added here was actually a sauna. I always imagined that there'd be a sauna at the public pool. So you can see here there's a spot to hang up some towels or whatever. And here you can come into the sauna, and it's really big sauna. There's loads of seating because it's a public area, so of course there might be lots of people on some busy days. And I made this, you can press this button and you can see that just starts spinning as if maybe you were turning the steam on, and you can actually get some steam going in here. Now, I added this small diving board as well. You can see I didn't put a hole underneath it, but it's just something you can kind of jump off of and simulate maybe like a little splash here. I mean, if maybe we can try that again, might make a splash, I don't know. Ooh, maybe. And then here, this is a pretty simple design for a slide that I made. You can just kind of imagine some type of slide. I mean, really, this entire build, this module for the city, is really dependent on the detail that I put into it, because as I said before, there's not much here as far as interactive stuff that goes, except the design is really what, I mean, it's pleasing to the eye, basically. Now, over this way, this is the staff area, so when we first came in right here, we went up those stairs, and this way is where you would go for staff. So this is the staff changing room for lifeguards and all sorts of other stuff. And here, this is just like a lobby area that brings you to like a lounge where you could probably take breaks and all that good stuff. And this way is what leads you to the front desk here, so you can see there's like a filing cabinet for members or something, and of course a water cooler here, and just a nice front view of the lobby, and there's the trophy case over there. So there you have it, guys. It is the pool I guess, public pool in Scrap Mechanic. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I put so much effort into this build, and now that the game is lag-free for these modules, I can put even more effort into future builds as well as far as the detail goes, and certain things functionality. So if you guys enjoyed the video, then be sure to hit that like button and subscribe for endless Scrap Mechanic, and as always, thanks for watching, and I'll see you in the next one.